treated the same as Europe is being treated. Europe gets their money guaranteed loan. We don't get our money back, and we're losing. I mean, we don't want it. That will assure us that we'll get $400 or $500 billion back. We're there for 300. We think it has to equalize. In other words, they have to come up with more money because of between. But it does affect, and Biden should have never gotten us into this mess. The same thing in the Middle East. We're going to have some good news in the Middle East. What happened? Yes, nobody's seen anything like it.
Mr. President, are you going to Moscow? There's a report out of France that you're. And then, if I could, sir, just ask you about Kash Patel, who's going to be sworn as soon as your FBI director. Across the country are concerned that they will be fired en masse for simply just doing their jobs.
One of the reasons I loved Kash and wanted to put him in is because of the respect the agents had for him. I think he'll go down as the best ever at that position. And strong guy. He has his opinions, and I wasn't sure. He turned out to be the right thing. I will say this about Kash, and Howard understands this. One of the reasons, and this is what they wanted, and even somebody like Trey Gowdy came out with a statement that was so incredible. He said Kash is an incredible person.
You
say what?
Can you speak a little bit more about your meeting with Tim Cook? You said that he was
all over the country. He's going to start building. He doesn't want to pay tariffs, and he's going to start building.
Question?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Bloomberg, we're reporting that you're expected to sign tariffs or
going to be doing that digital. What they're doing to us in other countries is terrible with digital. So and we don't want to lose that kind of money. So the secretary and some others that have talent. What?
How close are you to striking a minerals deal?
I think we're
with
pretty
Ukraine?
close. But they want it, and it keeps us in that country, and they're very happy about it. It should have been signed by Biden. But Biden didn't know too much about what he was doing. First week or 2 weeks after that, it got bad. It got really bad. But it should have been. Now it's tougher, but we'll get it settled. Who has elections?
Germany.
Oh, Germany. I wish them luck. We got our own problem.
Thank you, Prime.
Thank you very much. Today I'm honored to swear in. Great guy. I want to just congratulate Howard and Allison and Kyle Brand. An amazing job on Wall Street and far beyond. But more importantly, he's a patron at the famed Cantor Fitzgerald in 1983, and by the age of 20 on Wall Street. Much like myself, Howard should not be here today at height doing unbelievable, dominating Wall Street and stocks on the 105th floor. He had the top 3 or 4 floors of the World Trade Center. Howard got up and went to work early. He'd always go in and he'd go to work. The hit was around 8:45 or something like that, so he would have been there.
Anymore.
You saved your father's life, huh? Should hold that again. Kyle, congratulations. Nice job. But he took Kyle that one time, so he was actually riding down the West Side Highway and he saw the plane hit. And it's an amazing, and the rest is history. And your brother was in there too, I think. And Howard lost more than 650 friends because they were all friends at that company. But the employees, loved ones, including his brother and best friend, and most people would have been defeated. They would have probably, as he did it, he gave a tremendous amount of the profits and other things to the family. And it showed something about Howard that's really incredible. His tenacity have earned him the respect and admiration of everyone in the financial sector first, because we love our families, we love our fellow citizens, and we love our country. And he's got so many friends in New York and Wall Street and elsewhere. The best, and he's the best at it. As Secretary of Commerce, Howard will work economy into the strongest in the history of the world. You know, when he rebuilt the company, it actually impossible to do. It became hotter than even the original Cantor Fitzgerald. But he's going to be unmatched as an emissary working to get jobs and investment. But first, his family love God. Not necessarily in that order, by the way. I think let's change this, that's why. But I did that once. I said, the fake news went out and they really got me, I'll tell you. They said, what about God, family? Favorite word, and Howard, I think, is, you'll go along with me, number 4, maybe even number 5. Followed by so many companies. Yesterday we had Tim Cook of Apple in, who's going to invest hundreds of billions of dollars in the country because of what we're doing. And we have many, many companies too. And it'll take maybe a little time, but not that much time. You're going to see things that you've never seen. It'll help oversee the tariff and trade agenda along with many other things. We charge them. It's very simple. Whatever a company or a country such as, let's say, India or China or any of them, whatever they charge, we want to be fair. So that we were getting ready to do it until COVID hit. We had the greatest economy in the history of the world, and it's going to be very interesting. Howard's going to be in charge of it, and I think you're going to see jobs, inflation, unleash energy, bring down costs, bring back manufacturing, and lead the world in innovation. Families will flourish and opportunities will skyrocket. We will and I wouldn't feel the same confidence if I didn't have this man on my left. And even though he spent, because I knew him during his Democrat days, and that's okay. But I just want to say America great again, and there's nobody that can do the job better. So, Mr. Secretary, no deal you can do that's bigger. Every deal. That's why you can never go back into business, because it's all small potatoes compared to what we're doing now. So it's a great honor to have you and your family. Thank you.
So, first, I'd like to thank you, President, throughout the world. The press has no idea, most thoughtful and most intuitive person I've ever met. And I have to my right my friend J.D. Vance, who was kind enough even to introduce me. Dude. So I have, and I always, when I come home, because I come home late at night, I walk in the door and I yell, my daughter Casey, my son Ryan, and my sister Edie, my two brothers-in-law. Beautiful a day as you could have. The opportunity, so extraordinary. You know, people think the golden age is a statement, greatest country on earth. It is such a great country that we can take care of our citizens. We're going to get rid of so much waste, fraud, and abuse. We're not going to hurt anybody, but we're going to. And under the Trump administration, my goal, and I'm happy to wear it on my shoulders, is global business. It's the first time you put in that chair the greatest businessman in the United States of America. And I just, for one, I have to tell you, I can't. Donald J. Trump.
So, now we get to swear Howard in. Now, President, we're going to sign the commission first.
You ready? You sure? The last time? The desk is a different desk. It's one of 7, but you're in.
All right, now Howard, come next to your beautiful wife and your beautiful family here.
I, Howard Lutnick,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear truth, faith, and allegiance to the same
of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and I will well.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President, there are reports that
Elsewhere, so it doesn't lose so much. It's losing a tremendous amount of money. We haven't even checked the Democrats, but that's what I was just told. And numbers like you wouldn't believe, and we haven't even started yet. So it's actually, and it won't affect many people. It only affects the people that get caught stealing. Union wants to come back. They've treated us very badly, and the European Union wants to.
Also a dictator.
I think that President.
Are you going to put the secretary in charge of the Postal Service?
He's going to look at it. He's got a great business in the Postal Service. I mean, we're leaving the Postal Service, but we're losing so much money to have talent. That kind of talent we'll be looking at. Who has elections?
Germany.
Oh, Germany. I wish them luck. We got our own problem.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, press.
Thank you very much. Today I'm honored to swear in our next Secretary of Commerce, Mr. Howard Allison, and Kyle, Brandon, Casey, Ryan, and your entire family, wonderful family, beautiful family. Howard's one of the most experienced and talented, but more importantly, he's a patriot who loves our country and has shown tremendous courage and strength. In 1983, and by the age of 29, he rose to become the president and CEO. Howard should not be here today. On September 11th, 2001, Howard's company was at its absolute height, doing unbelievable, dominating Wall Street, 101st to the 105th floor. He had the top 3 or 4 floors. And every day, Howard got up and went to work earning. And as you know, the hit was around 8:45 or something like to school. She said, "You never take." Who is the child? Let me see. Where's the child? Well, so he took. What is your first name? Kyle. He took Kyle. Kyle, congratulations. Nice job. And that's the only time. So he was actually writing down the West Side High. That was in there too, I think, right? Yeah. And it was just a terrible. It's a big story. And almost 100% of the company. And Howard lost more than 650 affected company. A lot of talent in that company, but the employees, loved ones, including, probably gone on to not too much. But Howard rebuilt the company step by step, and as he did it, he gave a tremendous amount of the profits and on that horrible day. And it showed something about Howard that's really doing it, but his resilience and tenacity have earned him the respect and national experience. Why we put America first, because we love our families, we love our fellow citizens, and we love our country so much. And he really loves his country, and I wouldn't have done it Wall Street and elsewhere. And he has just really, he's a relationship person. Secretary of Commerce, Howard will work tirelessly to protect our workers and our wealth. He rebuilt the company. It actually became much bigger and much stronger than the original company, which is almost impossible to do. It became hotter than even the original can. Get jobs and investments. And his favorite word, and out of order, by the way, I think let's put God first. All right, we'll put God first. You know what? I did that once. I said I put tariff is my favorite word. Well, and the fake news went out and they really got me. I'll tell you. They said what? And so I made it now my 4th favorite word. And Howard, I think you'll go along with me. Number about business, and we have been called by so many companies. Yesterday we had Tim Cook of Apple. We have many companies. Too many to even mention. They're coming roaring back and going to lead that charge, and he'll help oversee the tariff and trade agenda along with many other things. We'll soon impose reciprocal tariffs. Or a country such as, let's say, India or China or any of them, whatever they charge, we want to be fair. So reciprocal meaning they charge us, we charge them. Greatest economy in the history of the world. And we were just getting started. You're going to see jobs and money flowing into the country like never has been seen before as we reduce inflation, unleash energy, bring down costs, bring back communities who will skyrocket. We will skyrocket like people haven't seen. It's good. And even though he spent a little bit of his time in life as a Democrat from New York, it's okay. But I just want to say that he is going to help very strongly make a bill. Mr. Secretary of Commerce, I just welcome you aboard. There's nothing you can do so big as this. There is no deal you can do that's bigger. Every deal. That's why you can't do Fitzgerald. It's all small potatoes compared to what we're doing now. So thank you very much. Thank you.
I'd like to thank you, President Trump. It is the greatest. Has no idea who the gentleman to my left is. They portray him, and it's amazing to be in this room, even to introduce me to the Senate, and he gave me the greatest. So I have really the most wonderful family. I have my wife, Allison. We've been married. In the door, and I yell, "Hello, greatest wife." She's just an amazing girl. My son, Brandon, my daughter, Casey,